Just got back from my onsen magic gig. I don't know if I've mentioned here before, but I do magic at my local onsen, or more accurately, the restaurant attached to my local onsen. It's a 5-minute drive from where I live, and I do it every Wednesday night from 6 till 7, unless I'm sick or on holiday. And I just had one and thought it'd be nice to document one, and if I enjoy it, I'll do it more regularly. So today was really good. I always really love coming to these gigs because it doesn't matter how stressed my week is or what I've been going through, because sometimes the extreme weather living here can make me a bit frustrated. But even so, coming to my gig and just talking to the staff, who are always very cheerful and bright and happy and positive, it always lifts my day and kind of makes my week in many ways. So it's always really stabilizing to come back. I had a moment today where I met a traveling couple. Now, a lot of people come through here, a lot of tourists come through here, because often people stay in this village overnight on their way to Shirakawago, the UNESCO heritage site, which is about an hour north from where I am. And so a lot of people might have overestimated or underestimated the time, and it's late, so they end up staying here, and that's how you get a lot of tourists stopping into the onsen for a soak and then having dinner at the restaurant. Anyway, I met a couple today. I was doing magic for them, and when I saw them, I was trying to pick where they're from. It's been a fun game in my head ever since I realized a lot of tourists come here just to try and guess where they're from. And in my head, I swear I knew they were from Singapore. I swear, I was very sure that they were from Singapore. And so I approached them fully intent on asking if they were from Singapore. But maybe out of anxiety or something, or fear, just at the very last moment I said, "Sorry, are you from..." And then at the last moment I switched it and I said, "Hong Kong." Because for some reason I just thought that was a better guess. And then they both said, "No, we're from Singapore." Ah, that is so annoying. That is so annoying. I was bugged the whole time. It will probably bug me all week. I was so close. I knew it. And then I ended up performing for them, and they were really kind, gracious, and enthusiastic, as a lot of customers here are, which I really appreciate. Which makes me feel bad, because as I was leaving, I was kind of reaching over the table to grab my things so I could head out. And then I hear a thank you. And I turn around and it's a couple, and they had just paid their bill and they were leaving. And they wished me the best of luck, which is very kind, very nice. But I just feel kind of bad that their possibly last memory of interacting with me ever is me essentially mooning them without realizing it. And that's just not great. It was an accident. I didn't mean it. I was just trying to reach for my bag. And they, in return for their kindness, they copped a bit of a moon. Why am I so awkward? Anyway, that was one thing. And one thing that kind of keeps coming back to me every time I do a gig here is just how simple, straightforward magic is often the best. if you've been doing magic a while, you always look for the routines and tricks that really bust a knuckle, because for some reason you feel more proud about it. But when it comes to performance, I just find that just the simple, easy things that you probably learnt and overlooked in your first couple of years of doing magic, those are the ones that I always come back to, and they always stand the test of time. Which is kind of frustrating in one sense, but kind of liberating in another. It just makes your life so much easier. Anyway, just some thoughts. I'll talk to you next time. Bye!